mic.
Testing.
Testing the
Testing,
mic.
testing, testing,
indeed.
testing.
Testing. Well, list my prostate on Airbnb. Yeah, first night's free. Bars.
Sign me up.
Okay, I think we're good.
Anything that's free is for me.
Free tastes good, and my ass is very free.
So is my
So's your what?
penis.
Thanks, buddy. Can you stop clicking your tongue, fucko? I mean, seriously. It
It's
takes
just-
so
it's
much
emphasis.
extra editing. No, it's not. It's editing for me to do.
When I start a sentence,
I'm gonna hurt you.
That's fine. This isn't. This is just a test.
Welcome back
Oh,
to AK209, the only podcast with me, Aidan Maloney, and my boy Kevan Boland, where we're the guys being dudes, flipping around, fricking around, fracking around, goofing,
Flippin',
gaffing,
frackin', and what was the second one?
flipping, fricking, and fracking.
Freaking. That's a, yeah. We do all the F's.
We're out here freaking, bro. Mm-hmm. We will freak on your mouth and face.
We're just that good.
That's what we do. Mm-hmm. With respect.
And consent.
Of course. Implied, but yes, of course.
Just did it again. It's
Can you
it's
not?
just habit.
You need to not.
It's not even that it's
It
habit.
takes-
I'm just.
It takes effort to break a habit, but I think you can do it.
You're right.
I've got faith
it
in
does,
you to
and
break the habit.
I'm glad you have faith because you are
The only one. The only one?
the only one that has faith in me.
Well, hey, man, it's got to mean something.
It does.
Thank you. Well, speaking of meaning something, we mean to tell you about our vibe of this last week.
That we do.
Isn't that fun? Well, a bit of a recap on the St. Paddy's Day celebrations, which was, of course, last week. It was super fun. Went out to the Irish pub on Saturday, downtown Chicago. That was a great time. We had so many beers.
Oh, it was unbelievable.
And then afterwards, we went to Rico's, and I got, the go-to sandwich, breaded steak sandwich. It was great. Thing is, something was wrong with it. Because
are you sure? Or
both
you're
my
just,
dad
just
and I...
and he actually... well, then maybe you shouldn't have gotten the breaded steak.
Well, I'm learning that now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because we both had the same...
Because I got the Kikilian beef.
You got the Kikilian beef, and you were good.
I was fine.
You were good, so yeah. I'll go with the beef next time, if I return. But yeah, man,
I'll go back.
It was righteous. It was righteous. Your beef was good.
Thanks.
I'm a big fan of your meats.
I'm starting to hone in my craft here. I'm starting to get better at it. And
Bit of a butcher yourself.
I'm glad I have an enjoyer of my meats.
Yeah, and you got to sell something in this economy.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta. I mean, every
The
penny
schnitzel,
matters.
the bratwurst, the sausage.
Because when them bills come, they ain't gonna pay themselves.
Exactly. Who's going to pay them?
Me.
Thank you. I'm so glad you admitted that in a legally binding podcast that you're finally going to pay my bills.
Oh, I'm paying. Wait.
So
No, hold
you're paying
on.
all
Wait
my
a
bills.
minute. Yeah, okay. Let me just get like a $20 raise. And then I
Right.
can afford all that. I can't even get a dollar raise.
Here's $20 more per year. You've earned it.
I really have. Okay, maybe not 20, but you know what I mean.
Within reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, if that's it for your vibe, I'll just kind of go off of
just
that.
bounce off for sure.
Because it was a lot of fun this weekend. I forgot the time we even started drinking, but it was in the morning, as you should.
It's St. Paddy's Day weekend.
Yeah.
That's when it's okay.
You have to.
Yeah.
And, we made a great day out of it. The band was a little late to the bar, but that's fine.
They were pretty good.
Irish tradition, I guess.
Whoever was on the fiddle, the violin, they were killing it, bro.
Oh, dude,
they
was
were killing
unreal.
it. They got laid. They got laid that night for sure.
And
Must be nice.
The two guys in this room didn't.
That could change tonight. Only
exclusively
us.
on the after show.
.gov /edu.
Things are happening, so give us your $1 and stick around.
Oh yeah, AK209 on Patreon. We do the after show, and then there'll be extra content when we start doing YouTube. Oh yeah, Jesus, I keep forgetting things. My bad. It's the season finale of season 5.
Oh, well, how about that?
Yeah, my bad.
Gee,
oh, my
I
bad.
didn't even. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to, do one of our segments here like we do every week.
Yeah,
and,
well, we're still going to continue that, but I thought it important to mention.
Good.
Yeah. So go ahead. Right.
So back to our vibes. That day was a lot of fun, and Rico's was great. It was the first time I ever went there. Good food. a nice atmosphere, honestly. It was a nice little place.
It is a fun little place.
And dude, that night I slept 10 hours.
Nice. That's got to be nice.
I got home at I finally relaxed at 8 o'clock. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to take a little nap because I still want to play some games tonight.
Yeah.
I woke up at 10:30. I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
I woke up at 10 o'clock the next day. I'm just like, well, my Fitbit said I got 10 hours of sleep, but I still woke up feeling not hungover, but just like shit because I'm like, oh, I slept too much.
Oh, yeah, that does happen.
And then this past Sunday, I was asked to play a game out in Hammond, and I should have just stayed home. Complete waste of my time. I played like shit.
Yeah.
But I think the final score was 16-6. I played bad. I played very bad. I really couldn't stop a fucking beach ball.
Sounds like a high school football game
I know.
score.
But at the end of it, I kept my cool through the entire game until the final buzzer sounded, and I put my stick on the ice like this, holding it with blocker and glove, and just bent it into.
Why would you do that? Your scheme is up. You have to buy them now.
No, I have 2 more in my car that I got for free. But I was just over. It was a wood stick too, so it required some strength to break it. But I broke it. I left the bigger piece on the ice for the time being. I just carried the little part in my hand, and I still did the handshake line. And they're just like, "Oh, great game, Kev." I'm like,
right.
Mm-hmm. Picked up my other half. The other goalie's just like, "What are you breaking your stick for, man?" I was like, "Shut the fuck up." There is a 10-goal difference, and when you guys are up by 7 in the game, you're still trying your fancy moves and your breakaways. You fucking pathetic wastes of oxygen.
Damn.
You go home to your wife like, "Hey, babe, I scored 10 goals in beer league." You think she gives a shit? Right. You go home happy? You go home and sleep well at night after a night like that?
After making my boy feel bad?
Yeah, you guys are pathetic. I really hope the worst for your life.
Whoa, come on now.
No, I do. And as soon as I stepped off the ice before I went to the locker room, I had both pieces of my stick in my hand. I just threw them to the side and went in the locker room, threw a fit.
Yeah.
And the locker room was kind of quiet. I mean, every other one of my teammates was talking, but I'm just taking off my shit and got out of there. I'm just like, should have just stayed at home.
Yeah.
It was not a good night. But other than that, St. Paddy's Day was a success. It was fun. Lots of beers were drank. Lots of shenanigans were had.
True.
And, yeah.
Nice, man.
Back here.
Pardon you.
Sorry.
None
Back
taken.
here on the show. Excited to finish the season and start an even better one in season 11.
Season 6. We'll do 6 before we do 11. We'll start there.
Oh, it's
we start here.
Oh, we
first,
start. Okay. All
second.
Right. I'm sorry.
First, second.
Math is hard.
Yeah. the number that follows 5, against popular belief, is actually 6 and not 11. So we'll start season 6 in 2 weeks from when this episode airs. But I figure to keep the people entertained in our week off to prep for season 6, we can give them a little taste of what they're missing in the after show. And I'll throw on the after show for the as like a bonus episode in between seasons.
Okay, well,
I think that could be fun.
Look at you, giving everyone some extra shit.
Yeah, thanks, man.
You're welcome.
But yeah, I think that'll be fun, and I'm hyped for, doing vodcasts and YouTube content. We have a lot of games that we have queued up to play.
Oh yeah.
So that's going to be a lot of fun.
An absurd amount.
Yeah. So that'll be good. But yeah, man, I'm hype. I'm real hype.
As am I.
Hell yeah.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Well, we've got once again burning questions coming up.
Yes.
And after that,
wait, hold on. So this is burning questions, and then how could I forget? What the fuck?
Exactly.
What the fuck?
Exactly. So we got that coming up in 1 second's time. Bye. Burning questions.
We're back.
Time for burning questions.
Yes. It's always burning time for burning time. And time is
when
burning.
When the time is burning. See, time...
And when the time is cooling...
Of our lives is burning away swiftly, moment by moment. And this existential dread will never leave my body.
And the time passing is also irrelevant because it does not exist.
Time doesn't exist?
Time is irrelevant.
Why?
Because it just is. Because I said, and probably because some scientist out there said, so now we must believe it.
What scientist ever said time is irrelevant?
I don't know, Van Gogh?
Yeah, famed scientist Vincent Van Gogh.
No, it was Vaughn Van Gogh.
Oh, of course, Vince Vaughn Van Gogh.
No, just Vaughn Van Gogh. Van Gogh Vaughn. Oh, fuck. I
Van in your head is gone.
Van Gogh far. Van Gogh not far.
Van Gogh. Van Gone.
Nowhere.
Dude.
Because gas is $3.80.
You realize you're dating the show because in another week or two from now,
it'll be $4.
It's either going to be $4 or like $3.15.
Yeah,
and people are going to be like, "Oh, this must be an old one."
It was the two right off of 149.
Oh, word! Yeah, they're always high.
Well, I passed by Luke on the way here, and it was $3.57.
Yeah.
And then over here, it's $3.79.
Yep, they always
what
do
the
that.
fuck?
They always do that. They find the poor people and then they upcharge them even more.
But you know what? I can complain about gas every week on this show, but guess what? I'm still going to buy it because I have to.
Yeah, you have a gas car, so...
I mean, a gallon of gas is the same price as a fucking Monster energy drink.
More than. Where are you getting $4 Monster energy drinks?
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have said Red Bull.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Red Bull's overpriced.
Mm-hmm.
I just get, like,
it's
the cheap
ridiculous.
ones. The caffeine is still caffeine. You dig?
Honestly, I don't know what's worse. $4 for a can this big of Red Bull or a gallon of something.
Well, the gallon of gasoline drives you back to the gas station to buy the Red Bull.
That's true.
You see this endless loop? This is called capitalism.
This is called life.
It's a game where you always lose.
And life is also irrelevant.
Oh, I'm learning so many things from Vaughn Van Gone.
Vaughn Van Gone.
Vaughn Van Gone.
Vaughn Van Gogh, Vaughn Van Gone.
Vaughn Van Gone is an awesome name
Van left.
of a fictional scientist.
He's not fictional, he's real.
He just says crazy non sequiturs, and then people just take it as gospel. They're like, oh, yeah, life is irrelevant. He was right.
He got me hooked.
It's like, thanks, Vaughn.
Now
Van
go.
Gone. We've got a burning questions, by the way. The segment where we field questions from the internet.
Specifically, everyone's second least favorite website, Reddit.
Reddit, of course, where people ask questions into the ether, and who's best left to answer them but us?
I mean,
The main characters of the
meant for
universe,
us.
of course.
Which is also irrelevant. The universe.
Oh,
itself.
the universe is.
Itself.
I remember when Vaughn Van Gone said that.
I'm not saying we're with that.
Say again?
I'm not saying we're irrelevant.
Maybe you should stick to not saying things and just let Vaughn Van Gone say what we should
You know, you're
say.
right. He actually has like credibility, whereas I don't.
Right.
So
we're still
perhaps
we're building up to the Vaughn level.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
If we do tier listing again, it needs to be like, F, D, C, B, A, S, and then Vaughn.
Vaughn.
Vaughn is above S. We'll keep that in mind.
Vaughn.
Write that down. We've got a question from Temnodontosaurus. I'm guessing that's a dinosaur. I'm not familiar. I'm more of a Stegosaurus man myself.
I'm more of a well, I can't say that, but it was a dinosaur.
T-Rex?
No.
Oh.
I'll say it off air.
Maybe you shouldn't even say it at all.
Yeah.
Perhaps. We'll go that route.
Okay.
The question is, after you die, you find out the afterlife is real, and it's just an infinite KFC with unlimited food and drinks. What's your instant reaction?
Firstly, I'd say, what the fuck?
Yeah, I too would be...
Why a KFC out of all places to eat endless food?
That's true. And first of all, I'd be surprised that, the afterlife is real. Secondly, I'd probably wonder how I died if it wasn't obvious. And then it's just so everyone just chills here? Is it I'm imagining it like a huge endless food court, right?
Oh, like
those mall food courts, but every restaurant is a KFC.
Oh God, that's honestly hell.
That would be fitting for us. Very much for
hell
you,
or
but
purgatory.
still us.
Whoa, why me? Why me more than you?
You know the answer to that question?
Do you think you're so much better than me?
Don't
answer that.
I think I would be cool with it for a couple days.
Cool with it. It's
And then
all right.
I would be very mad I have to eat KFC for the rest of eternity.
Well, I don't know. I could eat their mac and cheese for quite a long time, and their taters and gravy.
That's fair.
And
I
their
guess
chicken littles are good. The famous bowls are good too. You know what? Maybe I'm giving KFC a bad
not sponsored.
bad rap.
Not sponsored
Not
by
sponsored
KFC,
at all.
but that would be cool.
You know, and I could just walk around to Bitches in the Afterlife and just like, hey, guess what? We're all eating KFC, but I'm also finger looking good. Boom.
Oh,
And I get some ghost pussy, like, or spirit pussy. I don't know, whatever you want to call it.
you could totally bone down a couple chicks from like 1800.
Oh yeah.
Tell them about how cell phones are a thing.
Man, you know, I
Tell
guess
them about how
apparently
phones are a thing.
apparently back in the day you were hot and just bushes was all the craze, and you know.
Bush's baked beans.
We can't afford razors in heaven.
No, it's just KFC. Oh my gosh, there's no barbershop then. But wait, hair doesn't grow. Why would hair grow?
I don't know. I don't know what the afterlife holds.
I guess you're right. I don't either.
We don't know.
Even though we're omnipotent.
But we know
we
there
know
will be
one
KFCs.
thing. We do know one thing.
What?
And one person who does know, it's Vaughn. Vaughn Van Gone.
How could I forget?
We got to get him on the show.
We do.
Next question from user Everan23. What are some bad times to nonchalantly say, okay, have fun? I would say
yeah.
your homeboy's headed to a funeral.
I was just about to say that.
Okay, have fun.
Or headed to the hospital.
You're going in for
Okay, have
surgery.
fun.
It's like, oh yeah, I got my open heart surgery scheduled. Okay, have fun.
I gotta take my dog to the vet. He's not doing so well. Okay, have fun.
It's like taking a divorce really hard. He's going to sign the papers. Oh, have fun.
Have fun getting none of your shit.
Right. He's got to go down to like the county office because he got foreclosed on. Oh, have fun, buddy.
Oh, I got one.
Yeah.
I'm telling my dad I'm going to record this podcast. He's like, okay, have fun.
That is
Nah,
a
I'm
good one
just
because this
kidding.
is the worst.
It really is. You're
Yeah.
just so fun. I can't stand you.
Get in line. Me first. It's one of my better traits is it's always me. And Vaughn, of course. And thirdly, you, Kev.
Or you and your partner just had sex and you finished before it even started. And
That's-
you
that's
leave
quick.
and you just look at her. You say, okay, have fun.
That's how you become single. That's being
why I am
speed
single.
running.
No, I'm kidding.
You got that quick draw, buddy.
Sleight of hand.
Double tap. We got another question from user Leo's Big Book. That's all. I want to read Leo's Big Book.
I want to see his big book.
Let me see it.
Is it hardcover?
He's coming.
It better be.
What is slowly killing people without their knowledge?
Social media.
That's fair. That's
Caffeine.
fair. Yeah, that's all. Depends how much. Because, like,
Fast food.
yeah, that's a good one also. Like, stress,
Living.
which we learned was irrelevant.
Yes.
So, non-answer, thanks.
Oh, okay, sorry. Sorry, Vaughn.
Yeah, Vaughn Van Gone. But yeah, I mean, like, stress is the silent killer, right? That's what people say. So Vaughn tells me.
Yeah, I would put money on it. I'm not a betting man that my dad had a heart attack because he was just stressed.
Yeah,
About
I
work,
wouldn't doubt it.
home, you know, all that stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, you're spot on with like fast food, and fast food mixes with stress and causes this little thing called cardiac events to occur, and then it would kill people.
It just sucks because I don't stress eat, but like, dude, I come home after work, I almost always grab lunch on the way home, and I always watch the same YouTuber. It's just a comfort show while eating comfort food, and I'm just a fat slob piece of shit motherfucker.
No, hey, you're not the only one that does that. Come on now.
Thanks.
Yeah, buddy. You know I got you.
appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm just a worthless.
A piece of shit. Fuck me.
God damn it! I wish someone would.
So please, that's the only line that doesn't have any people queued up. But yeah, I can see my own habits killing me.
But nicotine, of course.
Yeah,
Drinking.
yeah.
You know, you could do it a lot and be like, oh no, I feel fine, and then boom, you're 40 and liver failure.
Right, yeah, 35 hits and it's like, oh yeah, you've got liver disease. I wonder how.
I don't know.
Couldn't be me. Anyway, cheers.
In 20 or so years, when this podcast never takes off, we will air for the final time.
With that fucking attitude.
No, I'm just joking. We'll take off in about
25 years when
time
we
is
both have
irrelevant,
liver
so
disease.
we'll take off whenever
that's
we
true.
want to.
That's true. Next question from Knickknack underscore Paddy Mac. I thought
like
it was
this
Paddy
name.
Whack.
I like this name, though.
Mac. Wait, maybe it's not. Paddy Whack.
Knick-knack, paddywhack. No, it is paddywhack.
It is whack. Okay, so they just got it wrong. common Redditor L.
I still like it, though. It's better than most of these usernames
That's
that
true.
send us
That's
questions.
true. Whatever thesaurus guy was. 100% chance to never get cancer, but you can never eat fast food again. Do you take it?
Oh, man. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah,
I think give me a 24-hour window. I will gorge as much as I can.
Right, is there a grace period?
And then I will cold turkey it.
Yeah.
And actually eat home-cooked meals.
Which would also be healthier, which would reduce your risk of other diseases. So it would be a win-win.
It would.
But you'd be taking a loss with the fast food.
That's okay. Like, if there's a if there's a grace period here, just let me gorge. Let me just fucking feel like shit for 24 hours, and then I go clean.
I would totally agree with that. I would do the same exact thing. With or without the grace period, honestly. Like, I love me some Taco Bell.
It's like, all right, you got a week. I'm like, okay, let me just fucking... Which, dude, I had Taco Bell yesterday after work. It's not the same.
Really?
They have forever killed the Nacho Supreme, and I will never forgive them for this.
They changed it?
But they don't have a $1 menu anymore. They have a value menu.
That too.
And on this value menu, they have, like... It's a Nacho Supreme, essentially, but a different name. And it's not as much nachos as a Nacho Supreme. And it kind of sucks that it's $3. But it wasn't that bad. You know, I got it. I got the cheesy gordita crunch box, so I got that.
Nice.
A beefy 5-layer chips and cheese. And then these nachos. Yeah, it was good, though.
Dude, that's awesome.
Good.
That's awesome.
And it was only like $13, which isn't terrible.
That's not bad.
But like I was looking, dude, a number one, if you want them Supreme and like a large drink, it's like $10.
That's why
for
I never get the
three
meals.
tacos
That's why
and
I
a fucking drink.
Never get the meals. The meals are the scam, honestly.
Yeah.
Any drinks, I mean, even fucking McDonald's is guilty of this, raising the prices on the drinks. The drinks are the biggest scam. That's literally what their biggest profit margin is the damn drinks.
Like, why can't it just be... It was fine at 99 cents any size.
Right. That was ideal. And even still, they were making killer profits.
But you know what? They just got to keep making more and more. You know, you're not content with being that's a $1 billion company. No, we need more than that.
Multi-billion, yeah. You see, the thing with corporate profits is they must always go up at everyone else's expenses, no matter what.
And it's funny because on TikTok, I've been getting a lot of videos. I've never seen this movie. I kind of want to now, of clips from that the movie about McDonald's starting up with Michael Keaton.
Oh, really?
Nick Offerman. Yeah, like when Michael Keaton was Ray Kroc.
Interesting.
And, Dick McDonald and his brother, whose name was Mac.
Cock McDonald.
Which obviously, that's where we got the Big Mac from.
Oh, that makes sense.
But, like Ray Kroc kind of just like found them doing their own little thing, making this, and like kind of joined with them to help. But then he kind of saw, like, we wouldn't have it today if it wasn't for him, but he was a fucking scumbag.
That makes sense for corporate America.
Wanted these people who were just proud to have their own little business, and I forget what town it originally started in, but they were just happy with just one restaurant. He's just like, oh no, we need franchisees.
Expand.
And we need, expand. And they're just like, we don't feel comfortable. And he's like, well, fuck you guys then. And he kind of did his own thing, but they're just like, it's not part of your contract. He's like, I don't care. And he ended up making all the profits or this or that. And like,
naturally,
the people who started it still got their royalties, but if it wasn't for Ray Kroc, it wouldn't be what it is today. But there was one point in the movie that he stumbled upon the McDonald's and went up and got the food and a hamburger, fries, and a Coke. He's like, all right, 35 cents. I'm like, dude, I fucking wish.
Must be nice.
I really wish.
Even adjusted for inflation, it's probably like $4.
I know.
You know?
And he handed him, the change, and then he immediately got the food, and Keaton was like, what's this? He's like, your food? He's like, no, I just ordered.
Right.
He's like, no, it's and now it's here. And he was just blown away.
Magical.
So he's like, you guys got something good going on here, and then he just fucked it all up.
Yep. Sounds about right.
It looks like a very good movie.
Okay, that's the movie tip for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, if
I don't know what
to,
it's called.
Oh yeah, you could IMDb McDonald's
Ray
movie. Ray Kroc. Next question from user Squirter Babe Bold. Awesome name.
Damn.
Fantastic name. What would you tell your 16-year-old self about dating?
My 16-year-old self about dating?
If you could talk to your 16-year-old self, what would you tell him about dating? I would say
prepare for the worst because it's going to happen.
Whoa, very negative.
Just start slanging dick. Just start fucking everything you see.
With respect.
With respect and with protection, because you don't want to be 23 years old and have 5 kids from 6 separate women. You know?
Wait.
So, yeah, I know math doesn't add up. But
did 2 of them each have a half baby?
They might have.
Just sew it together?
They might have.
Oh, man. Yeah, I think I would tell myself just to, like, not be a pushover. Because there were a couple relationships in my teen years, and of course my last relationship, which was god-awful, of just, like, bad, and it wouldn't have been bad if I just, like, stood up for myself, you know? So I think that would be, like, tip number 1 is, like, don't be a pushover. And then tip number 2, the same thing, like, wear protection, for sure. And also, like, stop being such a shy idiot. Like, get out there, dude. You dig?
Mm-hmm. So what would you say?
That's what I just said what I would say.
No, what would you say?
To my 16-year-old self about dating.
What would you say?
I just said what I was going... Have you not been listening to me?
What would you say?
I would say that, I don't know. I forgot. Anyway, thanks for being a great listener and co-host, Kev.
You're welcome. I'm sorry. I'm just so invested with this shit about Ray Kroc and apparently the McDonald brothers. Did they get their royalties? I'm sorry. I'm going on a huge tangent here. The brothers astonishingly agreed to a handshake deal whereby they would receive royalties of 1% of the revenues Kroc would make in perpetuity. Unsurprisingly, this handshake deal was never honored, and the brothers were not able to prove it.
Wow. How could they not just bring his contract to the courts and be like, hey, he's doing illegal things?
I don't know.
Wowee. Yeah, that's whack. I'll go out and say it. That's whack. Mm-hmm. Did you find the name of the movie?
Well, I mean, I looked up Ray Kroc, and it's, where was it? Movies. Was it The Founder? This movie came out in 2016.
Damn.
Wow.
So yeah, it's called The Founder.
Huh. Interesting.
If anyone's interested in looking it up, you can get it on DVD and Blu-ray.
Yeah, look at that.
How about that? Anyway, we got another question.
Okay.
From user, you guys are hilaire. Thanks, buddy.
We try to be.
Would you rather have all of your hair, head and face stop growing and keep the same hairstyle and beard style forever, or let it continue growing like normal?
Let it continue growing because the style I have now is not good. So I want to see how
you want to see how different styles work.
Get. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I'm a big fan of my hair and beard as they are right now.
Good for you.
But like, they're not gonna be cool forever. Like, styles come and go, and you know, this look I've got of somewhere between homeless and hipster
and Jesus.
Yeah, it's not gonna stick around forever. Mm-mm. So to say I would want to keep it forever, nah. Also, like, summers get warm, and I don't want all of this shag on my head and face.
Shave it all off.
No, I won't do that.
Oh.
You see why I won't do that?
Why?
I don't have a chin.
That's okay. Grow one. Get rid of the beard, the chin will grow.
Yeah, I'm sure that's how that works. Mm-hmm. Who told you that would happen?
Me.
You?
Myself.
I don't know if I trust you. You know who I do trust?
Vaughn.
Oh, he said that?
He trusts me. Yeah, he told me I trust you, so I trust me.
Oh, so he trusts you.
To trust him.
To trust him.
To trust me.
Okay, so I trust you now.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'll cut off my chin and then let my... Wait, what?
I'll cut off my chin and my beard will grow.
Yes,
exactly.
No. Hold up. Wait a minute. Kev?
What?
Another question. Believe it or not. Believe it or not.
I don't want to answer.
From user Saving Private Ryan, the man himself.
Nice.
Would you rather get 20 random superpowers that you don't get to pick, or get $1 billion today?
Ooh.
That's interesting. Because with the superpowers, 20 is a lot. But it could be something as small as like, oh, your toenails are always the perfect length. Like, that's not really a great superpower.
That's just a great gene.
Right. But if it was like, you know, the control of time, the control of space, teleportation, like all these things, then, you know...
Or do you, like, if one of them in there, sprint, like the ability to read minds, the ability to save money.
Right.
You know,
what if one of the random superpowers was to get $1 billion whenever you want?
I'm going with the superpowers.
But You don't get to choose what they are.
That's okay. 20 of them.
You're rolling the dice on this one?
Ever in my favor.
I guess
that
so.
I might get a good one.
I might,
I'll keep the powers, you keep the money, and together we will be unstoppable.
I was honestly going to say, if you're taking the powers, I'm also going to take the powers.
Okay, well,
because
never mind.
If
We're no longer a
No,
team.
whoa. If we're rolling 40 dice with these superpowers, that gives us even better odds that something super cool will land between one of us.
That's true.
True. So with that in mind, I'm going superpowers for certain.
That's fair.
Yeah. And then if
40
one of us,
in between the two, that could mean something good.
If one of us gets like invisibility or teleportation or something, then we could just like rob a like big multinational bank and get a large chunk of change anyway. Mm-hmm. And get away with it because we have, superpowers. In Minecraft. This is hypothetical for sure.
We won't do it.
In Minecraft. Wait, no, we'll
do it in Minecraft.
We'll do it in Minecraft in this hypothetical situation.
Yes.
And we won't at all do it in real life.
Nope, you're right.
If this were to happen.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome, dude. That's the last burning question.
Well,
that's a lie.
We've cooled off.
I do have more burning questions. But we have an after show.
That we do.
So we'll have...
yes, correct.
Yeah.
More in after show.
That's what I was going to say.
After show equals
more
burning.
$1. It's $1.
That's it.
AK219 on Patreon. Please, I beg.
I'm done begging.
You're done. You're
done
demanding
asking.
now.
I'm demanding.
$1 now.
Like now, or I will find you,
and
I will make you give me $1
with respect.
No respect.
Anyway, we'll be right back in 1 second's time for WTF.
What the fuck, dude? What the fuck?
Yeah, we'll be saying that a time or two. Bye. We're back for our closing segment. What the fuck? We bring you stories, local news stories, everyone's favorite kind. Because...
yeah, there's no need to get political, worldwide news here.
National news stories are just depressing and anxiety-inducing. And frick that, bro.
I agree.
Bro Seth.
I agree.
We go for local news because they're fun, funny,
sometimes
not wholesome. Not wholesome. I mean, I guess Cigarette Daydream Rat. That was a wholesome guy.
He was.
McMuffin.
And the McMuffin Rat. They worked so hard.
Cigarette Cockroach. And then McMuffin Rat. Yeah, that was a good one. My favorite so far. But we've got more. We always have more because that's what we do. We do more.
Yes.
Now, you want my story or you want your story?
I'll go with mine first.
Oh, go ahead.
This comes from Denver7.com. Man ejaculated on food while employed at Fort Collins Safeway, police chief says.
My God.
A Fort Collins man, currently facing 14 counts of indecent exposure, is under investigation for allegedly ejaculating on food while he was an employee at Safeway.
Oh my God. 14 counts?
They said the investigation began in July of 2023 when the department received multiple reports of a person who was masturbating outside business in view of employees. Fort Collins police said many of the incidents happened at coffee shops.
Oh my God.
In at least one case, the victim was a juvenile, according to the department.
Oh, that's not okay.
Investigators identified Stephen Masalta, 32, as the suspect. Authorities executed a search warrant at his home in February. Masalta was arrested for 14 counts of indecent exposure, Class 1 misdemeanor, and booked into Laramie County Jail.
14
An updated posted to the department's YouTube channel Thursday, Chief Jeff Swoboda said multiple pieces of evidence were collected during the February search.
Pieces of evidence?
Yeah, in quotation marks.
Oh, no.
Swoboda said investigators found videos that showed Masalta masturbating and ejaculating on multiple food items at Safeway grocery store where he was employed. The police chief said Masalta worked at the Safeway located at 1426 East Harmony Road from December 2023 to February 2024. Swoboda said the food was not commercially sealed. Investigators still have many more videos to go through. I would not.
Oh, God, no.
But the department believes there are multiple victims, and we have multiple felony charges against Mr. Masalta. The police chief said he will keep the community up to date as the investigation continues. In total, Masalta faces the following charges: indecent exposure, misdemeanor, 14 counts.
14 counts.
Attempted indecent exposure, misdemeanor, 2 counts. Attempted unlawful sexual conduct, misdemeanor, 4 counts. Attempted sexual assault on a child, felony, 16 counts.
Yeah, I was going to say all of those misdemeanors combined have to be some kind of felonious sentence. And then you got to the last count, and it's, okay, yeah, that makes sense. It checks out.
Of course, this was in 2023, but as of then, he remained in custody at the Larimer County Jail on a $35,000 cash/surety? How do you say that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Some kind of bond.
Cash bond. His next court appearance is scheduled for Monday at 1:30 p.m.
Wow, dude. Wow. $35,000 seems low. That seems low.
I agree.
Like, it should be $100,000. That dude should not see the light of day again.
It's just, like, what about, like, food?
What possessed you to do that?
Food, to me, is orgasmic. Yes, but do I whip out my cock and beat it into it?
Right, but you can tell, bro.
I'd fuck a pie, but like any other food, I would not whip out my thing and just go to town.
This pecan pie is going to become a cream pie.
Maybe he's like me, like all these charges because he's just quick. He's quick and he can get away with it.
Quick draw.
Yeah,
he clearly did not get away with it.
Well,
and thank fuck for that.
Yes, I do agree.
Holy, yeah, that's messed up, bro. That's messed up. What was his name? Steven something?
Steven Masal.
Yeah. Fuck you, buddy.
What the fuck?
What a loser. What the fuck, indeed. I've got a story here, Kev.
Okay.
I don't remember what the news thing was. I think it's just from the article Life, or journal called Life.
Life, which is also irrelevant.
Which we learned today. Florida man arrested for allegedly slapping woman with pizza slice during an argument.
Oh.
From journalist Sylvia Lowy. March 23rd, pizza is loved by all but can also be used as a weapon, as experienced by a woman who was attacked with the food in Florida. A Mr. Alfonso, who's 39 years old, has been charged in court for allegedly slapping the woman with a slice of pizza during their argument.
He better still eating it.
The Marion County Sheriff's Office has responded to the distress call of a possible domestic disturbance. As quoted by police, Alfonso told them that he had an argument with the victim that saw him throwing the pizza slice and it hit her in the face. It is unclear what the relationship was between Alfonso and the victim. Meanwhile, the victim alleged that Alfonso slapped the left side of her own face with the pizza after he got upset. Right, that's very convenient. Police said pizza sauce was found on the front of the victim's shirt, her shirt collar, and the back of her shirt. Weird that would be self-inflicted. Yeah, no kidding. Quote, remnants of pizza were also found around her hair and in her ear. Well, the pizza
must have been a big slice.
It must have been a big slap, too. And splattered on the walls and ceiling of the kitchen area.
This dude came hard. Insane. I mean, this dude slaps hard.
He slaps hard with that pizza. The defendant advised that he did not physically strike the victim with his hands.
But with
just with the pizza. The affidavit claims.
Oh my god.
Oh man. What are you doing?
Dude, that's how I would imagine a typical Italian street fight to just go down. Everyone whips out a slice of pizza. Right. It's like a pillow fight, but with fucking pieces of pie. Honestly. And they just slapping it. Oh, I got the sausage. I got the roni. I got the spinach on mine. Let's fucking go. And then they just go.
Fucking mob boss shows up and he's like, "This pizza's got lead in it."
Hey Tony, you got the pie? All right, bring it out here. We need to fuck these people up.
Sausage and bacon.
Let's go. This pizza slice is chambered in 9mm.
No, the 9mm pizza.
And you see someone pull up with, oh fuck, he's got the 45s.
50 caliber Barrett pizza.
Oh, it's stuffed crust. Oh fuck.
It's got cheese sauce. No.
Aidan, I have another one for you.
Okay, excellent.
And for the lovely listener. From NBC News. Rats are all high on marijuana stored in infested New Orleans police evidence room.
Oh my god. This totally sounds like New Orleans.
This happened, as of today's recording, a week ago.
Oh my god. This is recent.
Rats have gotten into the confiscated marijuana at the vermin-infested and decaying New Orleans Police Department headquarters, the city's top cop warned. I want you to see the tray of all the roaches, major rodents on the floor, the cockroaches, the rats eating our marijuana. They're all high. Police Superintendent Ann Kirkpatrick told the Criminal Justice Committee on Monday about the evidence room. The current department headquarters houses standard facilities with broken air conditioners and elevators.
Oh my God.
Officers have nowhere to use a restroom, according to Kirkpatrick. We all know the facilities have been run down. Last year it was so hot that we had to close the building. Sometimes it's so cold that our officers and the rank at headquarters can't even occupy the building.
Jeez.
The deplorable conditions date back to 2008. In the latest 2017 report, photos from inside the facility show snakes, rodents, possums, and possible mold. The uncleanliness is off the charts. And the janitors deserve an award for trying to clean what is uncleanable.
You always shout out the janitors, bro, for real.
A proposal has been put forward to spend $7.6 million on a 10-year lease to temporarily relocate the police headquarters to 2 floors in a downtown building. Other criminal justice agencies may soon need to follow suit.
How about you spend 1/10 of that amount and just redo the station you already have?
I know, but rats are high as fuck.
The rats are getting high, and their paws are too small to arrest them.
We don't have small enough handcuffs. I imagine you're going to see similar situations where we may have to temporarily lease space as we eventually build a finalization for the future. The Criminal Justice Committee voted in favor of advancing the leasing proposal to the full City Council for a final decision.
Wow. So the rats are high in New Orleans.
Yep.
That's awesome. Good. You know what? Good for them.
The roaches, major rodents, cockroaches, the rats eating our marijuana.
Yeah, the cops have ownership, and the rats are just like, well,
like, hey, man,
consider...
I just wanted to, this is my headquarters head now, and it's nice. Sometimes it's cold.
Your own quarters.
Other times
swine.
It's hot. But you know what? You arrested a man for this? It makes me feel good.
It's so nice.
I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
There's like a real connoisseur rat in there, and he's just like, "Yo, cops, the shit mid anyway."
He's got
that mid grade.
He's got on jorts that are down to his paws and fucking a wife beater on.
He's got on like Air Jordan 7s. Like, man, I sold shit better than this in 4th grade.
Fucking man, I'm still eating this shit because it's all we got, man. I'm so sick of it.
We down in the dumps recently. Yo,
that possum over there, yeah, I got my first batch from him.
Thoughts and prayers to all the rats in New Orleans. Let's hope they get better weed.
Let's hope they recover, because weed is the gateway drug.
It's what they want you to think.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And it should remain illegal. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I've got a story from Sunny 106.3, a radio station probably from California.
Sounds about right.
Palm Bay, Florida man's...
Oh.
Of course it's a Florida man. Palm Bay, Florida man's dire need for Taco Bell lands him in jail.
Oh, no, dude, I've never been this down bad for a taco. But
you know what? Well, I have.
A taco.
Yeah.
Maybe. But a taco? No.
From an author who goes simply by Budman. Awesome. He's probably one of the rats from the last story.
Yeah, he's probably high as fuck when he reported this.
This is a story from last spring. Javon Jackson, a 22-year-old Palm Bay, Florida man, has officially taken the crown for the most ludicrous reason to break the speed limit. According to Fox 35, Javon was traveling at a lightning-fast speed of 100 miles per hour
oh my God.
in a 40 zone with not one and not two, but 3 children in his car.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's a no-go, but... Now, normally, one would expect someone who is driving with 3 kids in the car to take it easy and ensure their safety, of course. But not Javon. This guy had a mission to get his girlfriend to a job interview at Taco Bell.
Wait. He had 3 kids in the car, and one of them was his girlfriend?
He had his girlfriend and 3 kids in the car.
Holy shit!
So it's a packed car. She's apparently late for this interview, and he's going 100 in a 40 zone.
Okay, I'm sorry. If you're late for a Taco Bell interview,
what are you doing right?
Just hold on. Just don't go. Get a job somewhere else. Okay?
They've seen enough people
You're
being
going to race to a Taco Bell interview where you're going to be making more money than me?
Well,
fuck you. Yeah, I know. I could apply at McDonald's right now and be making more than what I make now.
You would also hate it way more.
Absolutely. So I would not Why would I speed to a job that I don't really want, that I'm not going to enjoy, just to get fucking canned and arrested?
Right. Yeah. Didn't even make it to the interview by the sounds of it. Yeah, talk about priorities. Palm Bay police say it's not every day you see someone barreling down the road like a bat out of hell with a car full of children, all while trying to score a job at a fast food joint.
Jesus Christ.
It's almost like he thought, if I can't get my girlfriend to this job interview on time, how will she ever earn enough money to buy me that crunch wrap?
He did not say that. He did not say that.
This was the police BSing about it afterwards.
Okay.
Luckily,
I mean, that crunch wrap has gone up in price, so
that's
I get
true.
it.
That's true. Honestly, if I could get a couple crunch wraps for free, maybe I'd go 142.
Yeah, maybe I'd just, hey, fuck dog grooming, you're working at Taco Bell now.
Luckily, Palm Bay police were quick to catch him before he could cause any serious harm to himself or others, or the children. He now faces a slew of charges, including reckless driving and child neglect. Yeah. I would also imagine child endangerment, because, obviously. He also gets the gold medal for driving with a suspended license.
Oh, my God. As if it couldn't get any better.
It's like, what are you doing, man? Late for an interview at Taco Bell.
How far away was this Taco Bell? That you needed to be driving 100.
Right. My God, I didn't even think about that before.
Yeah, like what?
Like, so you're in a 40 zone. This has to be some kind of like.
Let's say you got the job at Taco Bell, or you're going to the interview. You're going to be making $13 an hour. If it's like an hour commute, or like
you're losing money working there,
but like 35 minutes. If he's going 100 miles an hour, like what's the point?
No, if you're making $13 an hour, it better be like walkable.
Yes.
That's whack, Mr. Kevan. Don't be stupid.
Listen, I've gone fast in cars. I've gotten lucky not getting pulled over. I've done some stupid shit whilst driving. I've been a part of stupid shit whilst driving. I've gotten pulled over before, but not while I was the driver, and nothing bad ever happened or came of it. But
needless to say, don't do that.
And needless to say, I will not hop in my fucking Jetta sports wagon, drive to the nearest school, pick up 3 kids, and hop on 8094 going 120. Just to go to the fucking Ninja Kids trampoline park in Hammond.
I feel like you would have more problems than just reckless driving. I feel like kidnapping is a bigger charge.
No,
than reckless driving.
You see, I actually have. They're meeting me.
That's not okay.
No. This is already arranged. I talked to their parents. It's fine. They told me they need to get out of the house more.
Where's Mr. NBC Dateline? Chris Hansen. Kevin, have a seat. We saw you trying to meet up with 3 12-year-olds to, quote, drive them to a kid's park.
She said she was 12.
Gonna get fucking Chris Hansen.
Hypothetically, in Minecraft, I would never do such a thing.
Yeah, you would never do such a thing anyway.
Well, no.
Like fucking duh.
Well, what do you mean I would never do anything? You think I'm just a boring motherfucker?
You would never kidnap children.
Okay, thank you for clarifying.
Like, yeah. You got to make that clear, because you were unclear for a moment and I was worried, Kev.
Well, keep worrying. That's all I got to say.
If this is a sign, then just tell me now and I'll start looking for new co-hosts, because you will be in the clanker.
And I have the utmost confidence that you will bail me out.
If you go to jail for doing something heinous, I will not bail you out.
How heinous?
I would say most things.
Okay, if I get a DUI,
like, there's crimes out there where I would just let you stay.
That's fair.
I think that would go both ways,
yes,
too. I would hope.
Yeah, well, as much as I dislike you now...
your hatred will only grow.
It will only grow if I find out that you just... I don't know, went to
heinous.
Paul Sailor right over yonder and just... hung out at the fucking park.
That would be so fucking weird.
And I could see it. No, I'm kidding.
What?
Hey, look at you. You're just like going up to, you want to buy some weed? Hippie fucking...
I look like I would sell weed on Palm Beach, not fucking...
At a elementary school park.
School.
Smokes. Let's go.
Yeah. Loose cigarettes. Oh, man. Well, this has been...
Going up to fucking ashtrays at FamX's, grabbing cigarette butts and lighting it up.
That's
Need a quick
so
puff.
disturbing. Seems like
I
a
need a
great
quick
way
puff.
to get like hepatitis A.
Dude, I saw that way more than I thought I would when I went to California to see my brother graduate Marine boot camp. The amount of homeless there and the amount of homeless that would walk up to just ashtrays and grab a cigarette butt and literally walk around with it, holding it like this or putting it in their mouth, and we just walking up to people, just be like, "You got a light? You got a light?"
Jesus Christ.
It's honestly kind of depressing, kind of sad.
Yeah, that's pure desperation. That's whack.
Yeah, like it's got one puff in it. You know, I got a light. I need it.
At that point, why even do nicotine? It's so expensive.
I know, and they're just like, "Oh,
Buy food instead.
Can you spare some money?" And then you kind of feel bad, so maybe you hand them a couple bucks, and they go into the nearest store and they try to buy cigarettes to find out it's so expensive, to then they just rob it and get the pack, smoke it before they get arrested.
Honestly, they got what they wanted, so I'm going to call that a net victory.
A victory for the homeless.
Fuck yeah.
Do I got a house? No. Well, temporarily, but there's bars.
3 hot meals a day. Mm-hmm. Must be nice.
Yeah, you guys get fed better than our schools. You think about that. I just and boom, I'm getting fucking steak dinners. I'm going to school and I'm getting...
I don't think that's how that works.
I'm just saying, I'm just throwing out a wild scenario. Okay, fine. I murdered some guy and I'm getting fed a steak dinner.
I don't think that's how that works either.
Okay, well, what do you want me to say?
I wouldn't assume prisoners are getting steak dinners.
Oh, that's the thing you're hung up on?
Yeah.
Okay,
that's what you were talking about. You're talking about the food.
I thought it was the fucking, when he doesn't get a steak dinner. He murdered someone. He doesn't get a steak dinner.
Although I would argue they don't deserve dinner. Or
that's
lunch
true.
or breakfast.
That's
or
very
life.
true. Also true. But, okay, it's not a steak dinner, but still, more edible food than we feed our children at schools. We hand them expired milk and a fucking apple slices.
I've seen those of the milk and it's literally like a block of globulous shit.
And if you can't afford school lunch and you gotta eat free, here's a fucking cheese sandwich.
Then you're in school lunch debt.
Yeah.
It's what are you talking about?
The fact
we
that
fucking pay our taxes. You bring the food.
As a senior, throughout entire high school, we had a fucking cafeteria cash card or some shit. We had a certain budget and we could only, buy what the budget, had. If I wanted this, then I would have less of a side or less of a drink. And what the fuck is this?
It's
are
very
you trying
stupid.
to teach us? I mean, I guess they did that, portion sizing. Fuck you, Michelle Obama.
Did Michelle Obama ever
She
do?
ruined school lunches, and that's why these motherfuckers are eating better in prisons. Have a good day. I'm out.
I'm
fucking goddamn it! She ruined school lunches. I will die on that hill. Vaughn Gone Done said it best. I fucking forgot his name.
Vaughn Van Gone.
Vaughn Van Gone. It's on Wikipedia. It's true.
I thought the whole thing was Michelle Obama made school lunches healthier. I thought that's what happened.
Healthier and more unedible.
So you're just saying
it's not
my
even
name's
healthy.
Kevin, and I didn't like vegetables in school.
No. I might have made the school lunches more healthy, but it's more expensive on your stupid fucking cafeteria cash card.
That's the part. Then it's not the issue of the lunch. It's the issue of bringing debt into fucking school lunches.
Well, but I'm making it healthier. But guess what? Healthier food tends to be more expensive.
You're right, and I agree with that point. However, school kids deserve healthy food.
But I wanted to go to school and I wanted to eat a fucking, I don't know, a sloppy Joe or the Bosco sticks that they had. Here's a fucking side salad with fucking raisins in it. Or fucking, here's a parfait. Here's 3 apple slices that are small as shit.
And you know what?
Here's a low-fat milk.
You know what? Maybe you should have been thanking them. Thank you.
No.
This will improve my health overall.
Look at me.
Hold up. Don't pull the whole look at me. Because I remember what you looked like when you were, a year removed from high school. When we both worked overnights. Don't pull the whole look at me as if school lunches did this.
What, are you saying I look better then?
You look phenomenal, Kev.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The government did this to me. Michelle Obama.
I feel like I'm going to know. Can you not?
Me.
use the Lord's name in vain, please.
Michelle.
Michelle, me and the kids are going to the local preschool. Eat these wonderful lunches.
Me and the kids we're relapsing because the school lunches used to be so good. And
me and the kids are going to get some fucking Bosco sticks, Michelle. Fuck you.
They're selling ice cold beer at the school cafeteria now.
Taking Vice President Biden, and we're getting ice cream and Bosco sticks for the kids. Fuck you.
You know, the stupid little containers that are like this big and yay tall of the fucking grape juice that you just had to open up. There's no straw that you gotta...
I got one of those. Like the last time I donated blood, right? I think they either took too much or I just didn't eat enough that day because I almost passed out, right? Like I almost straight up fainted. And they were like, "Oh man, get him some snacks and some juice," and they gave me one of those little shitty little cups of apple juice. Mm-hmm. Worst apple juice I've ever consumed in my life.
And guess what? That's what
it tasted like fucking pine sol.
Lunches have. We will see you bright and early late next week for the beginning of season 6. Cannot wait for it. And I really dislike Michelle Obama. She fucked with my lunch. I wanted my lunch to say the same.
You're gonna die on this hill alone, buddy.
That is fine. No, I won't. I will phone a friend.
This isn't How to Be a Millionaire or whatever the fuck.
So you're telling me?
Yeah.
We've done 5 seasons of this,
right?
And I still haven't won $1 million.
I'm not gonna say I've accidentally won it every time, but it went somewhere.
Well, it clearly didn't go to the studio because look at this shithole.
Oh, fuck you, buddy. Fuck you. For all the patrons, we'll see you bright and early in the after show. For all of our listeners, we will see you bright and early late next week for season 6, which will be a lot of fun. And in the meantime, the most favorite after show I will put up as a bonus episode podcast in the meantime. Bye.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
I wouldn't have said it at all.